Jayme with Lost Boy, and we're going to be spilling some tea on this August 8th portal, which is happening right now. And at the time of filming this, it's actually 2:22 on the time, which is a really cool synchronicity. So yeah, this is going to be a collective message for the 8/8 portal, so please only take what resonates and drop what does not. And as always, I do want to say thank you for all the support. Truly does mean the world to me, allows this channel to grow, but most importantly gets these messages out there to others who need them, so thank you. Alrighty y'all, let's get into this message. Universe, what is the tea on this 8/8 portal? What would you like the collective to know? So the first one that came out was the Emperor in the reverse. Then we have the Three of Pentacles. And then we have Temperance. Something is definitely being laid to rest, and it's whoever this Emperor in the reverse is. I feel like this person, the Emperor in the reverse, is somebody who's very selfish. They only care about themselves. They don't care about everybody else. They only, you know what I mean? Like, they don't think about how their choices and decisions impact other people, and they don't care about the negative consequences that other people go through as long as they get what it is that they're looking for, right? This is kind of somebody here who's kind of a little bit of a narcissist with the Emperor in the reverse. This is somebody here who, it's not that they're unable to see other people's point of views, is that they're unwilling. And there is a difference. So we have somebody here who's been in a leadership position who doesn't deserve the leadership position that they're in. Whatever title that they hold, it's like they lied on their resume in a sense. That's the King of Wands in the reverse. It's somebody here who his actions don't line up with what it is that they were trying to sell, with what it is that they were saying, right? A lot of false promises here that have not been fulfilled. But that's the Emperor in the reverse. This partnership, this collaboration, whoever this person was working with, could be a group situation, family situation, friend situation, co-worker type situation, right? For each and every single one of you, this individual here who has felt like they had some kind of say over your life, or some kind of, I'm hearing dictation, like I don't know if they thought that they could dictate what you can and cannot do. This is also giving me like hypocrisy, like they're allowed to get away with things but you're not. You know what I mean? Like you're held at a different standard, which is not okay. Either way, that's being put to rest with this Four of Swords. And those swords are facing down. So it's like somebody here is going down. And then we have the Knight of Cups, sideways, crossing, right? So I'm picturing it as like a challenge. So somebody here is receiving some emotional news. Because Knights bring in the message. So there is going to be some kind of emotional communication here, or some kind of news here that's going to set off somebody's emotions. It's definitely something that they don't want to hear. We have the Page of Swords right here on this side. Wow. And the Moon. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. So it's like somebody here is being held accountable for their past actions, for their past deeds during this 8/8 portal. That partnership is coming to an end, or this person's reign over this situation that's supposed to be teamwork, right? Because with the Three of Pentacles, it's supposed to be everybody is doing their share, right? Everybody brings something different to the team. I feel like somebody here has not been... I feel like they've just been greedy and selfish, and have just been very, very self-serving. But we do have Temperance. Temperance is a reconciliation here, but it's not a see, to me, it's not like somebody's gonna come back or things are gonna magically be better. Like, that's not the way that temperance works. Temperance comes in after a death, after some kind of ending. Something needs to end first in order for the reconciliation, in order for the healing to take place. This is gonna lead to some kind of happiness and wish fulfillment for the collective here. Because I feel like this person is no longer going to be an issue or a burden or a problem for you. I feel like maybe they've been causing a lot of resistance. Yeah, that Seven of Swords right there. There's been a lot of lies and a lot of deception. That's why that moon is there. Somebody's no longer going to be able to manipulate their way or manipulate in order to get their way. And somebody is being kicked off their high horse. Being put to rest. It's done. And whatever this 8-8 portal is bringing in, it's ending. It's definitely ending something. And it's going to allow you to finally heal and finally move forward. And we do have the 9 of Cups here. So this is going to lead to happiness. It is going to lead to wish fulfillment. It's going to lead to your desires finally being met. This is about also being internally happy with joy. And maybe, when you have a tyrant that runs loose and runs rampant, right, they can just steal your joy. By not being a team player. What is that? The 9 of Wands. Yeah, somebody is overwhelmed. They're overwhelmed that they no longer have control. You guys have recently passed a test in the coming days leading up to this 8-8 portal. And you did something differently, which allowed this false emperor to it allowed them to be dethroned in some kind of way. I don't know if they were trying to bait some kind of rage or anger out of you, because that's another form of manipulation. People will try to bait some kind of frustration out of you due to their actions, right? So that in hopes that you could be explosive so that they can say, look, all along, they've been the problem. See, this is everything that I've been telling you. And you're not falling for that anymore. We have release in the reverse. In renewal. It's very interesting. Somebody here has really been trying to prolong this ending. It's like somebody doesn't want you to evolve. They don't want you to move on. It's like you're no longer going to be able to be somebody's scapegoat in the group, in the team, in the home, in the family, whatever, wherever, for each and every single one of you. It's different, right? You're all on your own path. But the collective energy is still the same. It's no longer allowing somebody to have access and control to your mind. And that's through their projections, through their manipulation, through their lies, through their fear-based tactics that they use. There is some kind of renewal that's coming in. This is enlightenment. This is also healing from the divine. This is a restoration, especially with this Temperance card. Going from the old and going into the new. We have service, and then we have rejection. Quest. You guys are the type of people that would take the shirt off your back to help other people here. And I feel like that's what you've been doing, and somebody has been taking advantage of your service, of the fact that you are willing to help everybody out of the kindness of your heart. Right? They know that's your gift. They know that that's your superpower here. And that's what you were put on this earth. And it's like they rejected what it is that you did because maybe it brings you some kind of accolades here. Maybe some of y'all work in the medical community, right? Like a CNA or a nurse or even a doctor, right? Some of y'all could be like therapists, counselors. Y'all can work in the spiritual community. Some of you could be readers. Some of you could be Reiki practitioners. Some of you could be like first responders. You know what I mean? Like something here where you are in service of others. And that's what you felt like you have been called to do, was to help people in your specific way, right? Because there's many different ways in how we can all help people. But I feel like you were rejected for being of service here, because somebody didn't want you to serve everybody else. They wanted you to just serve them. Right, wanting to keep you around, and they wanted to be the emperor upright, but they're not. So it's like they projected themselves to be of somebody of authority, to say, no, you know what, don't do that, don't help other people here, or they'll come around and ask you for some kind of help, right? In like a different way, right? Where they'll like just steal your ideas after like feeding you things and then sending you projections. It's like somebody who, I honestly feel like this person has just been like smiling in your face and laughing behind your back. This is like somebody here who can't stand you for being of service or for being kind, for being loving, for being nurturing, for being of service. Because this person's not like that. They like to project that they are. With the Emperor in the reverse, they like to project that they are. But their actions do not line up with their words. And if they're not getting anything out of it, then they're not going to waste their time. But they want people to drop and stop what they're doing in order to help this person when they need it. Because of the illusion that this person has built up. So maybe they try to have you outcasted and rejected. Right? Like I said, by throwing those projections onto you, by forcing or trying to elicit some kind of reaction. And you didn't take the bait this time. That's like a dark practitioner in a sense. Like maybe somebody here knew that the 8-8 portal was coming in, right? Because 8s is the infinity symbol. What goes around comes back around. Right? This is like setting ourselves up for the next karmic year. And maybe they're like, maybe if I can throw them off their game, they'll have the fuel that they need, they'll have the receipt that they need, right? The altered receipt. And be like, oh, look at what Collective did. You know, they lashed out, they yelled at me, they did this. But they never say what they did in order to get that reaction out of you. You have been on a quest, my dear. At the bottom of this deck, you have been on a quest, on a spiritual quest, towards renewal and towards enlightenment. It's like whatever is happening during this 8-8 portal, whatever you were doing of service, I feel like the universe is saying, this person can no longer be stopped from going down that path, or blocked, or slowed down, right? Because I also feel like you are missing, for some of you guys could be struggling like financially. There's been a lot of struggles here. People trying to keep you down in the lower dimension here. And maybe for some of you as well, you have had to work with little. And maybe that was even a test from the universe in itself to see how your character would change up depending on what you had and didn't have. And you didn't change. You didn't allow it to define your circumstances here. Alrighty. Universe, tell me more for this driven by passion is in the reverse. This person doesn't like what they do, but they like to be taken care of. So somebody here is not driven by their passions. I don't feel like it's you because you're of service. And not many people are built to be of service, okay? So somebody here doesn't have any passions. They don't have any drive. They don't have any individuality. They're just a cog in the machine, following society. Checking off, you know, the life checklist that society tells you. Right? They have no hobbies, they have no interests, they're just like everybody else. They play the same video games. I'm not saying anything wrong with video games, but like this is somebody here that just follows trends. We have message of concern, and they will not change. We have rumors and gossip. Karma's at work. Driven by envy in the reverse. Yeah, you guys are not greedy. I feel like you have still been of service even with having limited resources. You're still doing your best. We have an older man here. We have surrender in the reverse. Not everything is about you in the reverse. So I feel like you have maybe even been having other people, maybe, and that's this teamwork, the people that this person was able to pull into their corner, right? Maybe people were saying, oh, not everything is about you. Oh, this person's not doing that to you. It's just them. It's just who they are. It's just this. It's just that. Listen, that excuse only works for so long, because once people are aware of something, and if they're unwilling to take the accountability and the responsibility for it, then that excuse only works for so long. But it was about you. You were right. You were not wrong. Things were not in your head. You were seeing things clearly. This person was throwing shade at you in the distance. They wanted you to look like you were crazy. They wanted to look like you were a lunatic. They wanted you to seem like you were the one that was struggling with all of the issues, because that corroborated, and I probably said that word wrong, and corroborated the story that they told about you, the rumor and the gossip here. And they were just saying that you were driven by envy, but you're not. And some of these people, because you are a person that is of service here, right? That means you're genuine, you're authentic, you keep it 100 all the time, right? Whether it's your friend or a random stranger, right? You're going to be honest and you're going to be real. And you're going to tell them the truth. I mean, in a nice way. You're not just going to go around telling, you know. But that's just who you are. And maybe somebody here has been taking the advice that you have been giving, and maybe in their twisted head, because maybe they're the crazy one, maybe they're the one with the actual issues. Maybe they were the ones who are driven by envy. With this older man and surrender in the reverse, this old, and I put it right on top of they will not change. So I'm almost wondering too if like somebody here it's like an older individual, or like 40s, 50s here, like somebody here who's just never matured and never grew up. And it's easier to deflect their problems onto other people to make it seem like they're the ones that are going through it, instead of acknowledging and taking accountability for where they're at. They're receiving a message of concern, like I said in the beginning of this reading. It's going to hit them emotionally, and it's the truth. There is some kind of facts and there is some kind of evidence here that is being presented, because the Page of Swords is somebody who is very, very inquisitive. The Page of Swords to me is like a PI. So there could have been some kind of investigation here happening in the background by somebody, Maybe people in this person was able to drag into their corner. But whatever this is, it's like somebody here wanted you to surrender. They wanted you to give up what you were doing. It's like they don't like the fact that you show up for other people because this person's unable to. And they don't like the fact that every single time you do it, it makes them look bad. That's how they take this. That you're trying to make them look bad by just being you. And following your heart. And following your passion. Meanwhile, this person is the envious one. Karma's at work. Karma's at play. Whoever tried to lie and say that it wasn't about you, it was this whole time. You knew it, right? And maybe you just, like I said with that test, you didn't give in this time. You know, because these people want to live rent-free in your mind. And now you've just gotten to the point that you just evicted them because you were like, non-payment. There's been no payment. You have been evicted. And I feel like you just that attitude of, I don't even care anymore. I'm not even giving somebody the time of day, whoever this person is. It doesn't matter who they are or what their title, or what they think their title is. Start acting like it. So karma's at work, especially during the 8-8 portal, right? What goes around comes back around. Somebody's receiving a message of concern. And that's whoever it's been trying to hold you back. We have the Queen of Coins reversed. And I haven't even shuffled this deck, so that's weird. I'm going to put it back in and see if it comes back out. But the Queen of Coins in the reverse is somebody who is very insecure. They're very unstable. This is somebody who is codependent and reliant on other people. Built up a reputation. Falsely. Some of you guys could be dealing with an Aries. I do have Sagittarius here. I do have the King of Wands upright and the Sun card reversed. Some of you guys could be dealing with the Leo. We have the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck with the Knight of Coins and the Three of Swords reversed with the Hanged Man reverse. So somebody here is seeing the truth, and maybe it's whoever this other individual is that has been doing some kind of investigation or has been seeing what's been actually going on behind the scenes. We do have a King of Wands upright and a King of Swords. And the King of Swords is somebody who's authentic, who is honest here, whose actions matches their words. This is somebody here who has very high morals, high values, and high standards. But this is also somebody here that likes things balanced, because the King of Swords is strong Libra energy. The King of Wands is somebody here who is very confident, very courageous, very brave. Somebody here who is... Yeah, the King of Wands is somebody here who's not afraid of the spotlight, right? Which means somebody here is not afraid to be different, and they're not afraid of the criticism. They don't let it affect them. You know, this person's not worried about what everybody else is saying and what everybody else is doing. The Sun card in the reverse. This is a loss of happiness. This is a loss of freedom. Somebody here could be losing their freedom because they effed around and found out. The Knight of Coins is somebody here who has been on a long, slow, methodical journey of building some kind of stability for themselves. Maybe you guys have been building a career, building a business, building a name, building up your reputation in something here that you do. It's been a long and slow process here. Maybe one that's you've encountered a lot of rejection and a lot of betrayals here. Because for you, whatever it is that you do, it's not just a job, it's not just a career, it's your passion. And some people can't wrap their head around that there are people out there who actually do things because they want to and not because they need to. That's what this whole collective 8-8 energy is. It's no longer having to do things because we need to, but because we want to. And this person's going to be losing their freedom in some kind of way for coming for you. I mean, this person could be being locked up if they're going to be losing their freedom. It could be just be put into mental prison, or they could just be having so many different obstacles along, this next phase of their life that they're not going to be able to freely be able to do what it is that they want to do. They're going to be too busy paying back what they took from you, what they stopped you from going, from slowing you down. We have the High Priestess. You guys know something. You have been following your intuition. The High Priestess is somebody here who has a direct connection to Source. This is also somebody here that is very secretive. Like I said, you kept to yourself. You kept your mouth shut this time. And maybe Source gave you a download that said, don't do it, because this is exactly what they want. It's like you broke the cycle, because I feel like something here has been happening on a loop. Your silence broke the loop, because you were confident in knowing what was coming, that somebody here was headed for their downfall, that their reign was going to be over. You knew. You knew, even if it was just subconsciously, just something about you knew. And this King of Swords is still here at the bottom of the deck. Your truth and your authenticity is, I'm not saying is what saved you, it's what carries you, and the Queen of Swords. Oh my dear, you are balanced here. Your masculine and feminine energies are balanced. This is truth. This is honesty. This is very authentic. Very matter-of-fact. You are a very matter-of-fact person. The World. There's the closing of the loop with the World card. We have the Strength card here. We have a lot of major arcana. The Strength card is somebody, it's not about battling the ego or overcoming the ego, but learning how to work with the ego. Right? Because our ego can allow us to better express and explore our passion. Right? But you're also very grounded and very balanced. We have that King and Queen of Swords. So it's like you use it for your benefit, but you don't allow it to drive the vehicle. Right? You use it as a resource, like maybe it's, you use it as a map. Right? Because when you're driving in a car, you have your steering wheel, you have your shifter, right? Some of us, we use GPS. Like, we have all these different tools and instruments, right? You're no longer allowing your ego to be the driver, but instead just using it as a resource, right? I just even heard backseat driver. Like, we don't need any backseat drivers, right? We're not letting our ego be the backseat driver anymore. You're letting your higher self, with the High Priestess, be the driver. But keeping the ego as a resource. Because not all aspects of our ego are bad. It's not. And there are some readers out there who are like, you need to kill the ego. Like, you can't kill your ego. We have our id, our ego, and our super ego, right? It's the same thing as if you think about Mother, Maid, and Crone. Like, you need the trifecta within you. You need to be in perfect balance and perfect harmony. They all work together. Four of Cups reversed. No longer going to be missing out on opportunities here. Two of Swords and the Hanged Man. It's very interesting. Because this is like somebody seeing something differently with the Hanged Man, and then this is somebody that's still refusing to see something. I feel like for some of you guys as well, like maybe you were even trying to help this person or these individuals here. Maybe you're trying to wake them up. But you can't make people see what they don't want to see. You know, and as much as you want to help people and as much as you want to see people prosper and see people be the best versions of themselves, they're gonna have to want it first, right? They need that consent. They need to consent to it. And sometimes that breaks our heart because we just want to do the best for these people. But sometimes part of the lesson is learning that, you know what? They're on their own path. Let them think that it's me, right? Not everything's about you. I don't really feel like it even actually has even been about you. I think it's been about this person. But they were trying to make it about you because it's easier to talk about you. It's easier to gossip about you. It's easier to do little things to get you out of character so they have something else to refocus their attention on instead of their own misery and their own problems. Universe, tell me more for this 8-8 portal for the collective, please. Something fell and I have no idea what it was, but I guess I'll figure it out after. Universe, tell me more for the collective, please. The Six of Swords. You're headed towards peace, my dear. You're headed towards peaceful times here because the Six of Swords comes after the Five of Swords. And I feel like whoever this Emperor in the reverse was is whoever's in the Five of Swords. Somebody who's unwilling to compromise. Somebody here who is very just in their ego. Lets their ego take control. This is somebody here that is not connected to Source. They don't believe in a higher power. They don't have any faith. They don't believe in anything. It's like a lost soul. That Four of Cups is still reversed here, but you're headed towards peace now. Because like I said, someone's freedom's being taken away, so they're no longer going to be able... They're no longer going to be able to pester you. Wow, 33:33 on the timer. And I started the reading off at 2:22. Wow. Universe, tell me more for the collective for this 8-8 portal, please. The Emperor in the reverse. Again. Underneath the Sun in the reverse. This person's freedom is being taken away. Their reign is over. Their reign is ended. Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Coins, the Knight of Cups, and the Four of Swords. The plan is already in motion with the Eight of Pentacles here, and that something is being taken away. And like I said, we have the Knight of Cups here twice. Somebody is going to be receiving some kind of news, a message of concern that's really, really, really gonna... It's gonna hurt their feelings, which is gonna be a blow to their ego. Where this person's not... And I'm not wishing this upon anybody, but sometimes they need to know how it feels. Because maybe you've given this person plenty of chances by trying to vocalize what it was that you were going through. And nobody wanted to listen, right? They didn't want to listen. And now the universe is saying, you're gonna feel it. They're being put to rest. And you're gonna be allowed the opportunity to work, right? Because we had that Knight of Coins. Cannot stop this, what you are working on. It's like the universe is saying, what my collective is doing is what I sent them here to do, and I will be damned if I allow anybody to stop them. You, High Priestess, you collective, are being given a brand new opportunity, being given a brand new doorway here. This is the fruits of your labor finally coming to fruition. This is seeing all of the effort and the hard work that you put in the physical world. We have the Two of Cups in the reverse, the Three of Swords, and the Five of Wands. The competition is over. Whoever this person is, I feel like it was definitely somebody here that you were really close to in some kind of way. Like I said, a friend, a family member. And this could even be a lover. It could be a long-time employment. That competition is over. You are being given an opportunity here that's going to allow you to leave this situation in the past. And there's the Moon reversed. It's like somebody is... I feel like this Emperor, whoever this Emperor is to you, y'all, I feel like they know that their time has come. I think they knew their time has come a while ago. They knew that in this next phase that they weren't going to be able to get away with it anymore. They knew. They knew. But they were still trying to, like, destiny swap in a way. By making you feel the way that they felt, and then using you as entertainment. Look at what Collecta's going through because I planted all these things in their head, right? I did all these things to them, so now this person's happy, right? Because whatever vibration we are in is what we attract. Somebody is a really, really big master manipulator. I mean, the Seven of Swords is there. Like, we already knew that. We have the Page of Coins in the reverse. With the Three of Swords and the Five of Wands. And they flipped up to upright because they fell in my lap. Like I said, this competition is over. Be strong during this time because I feel like you're going to want to help. Because that's just who you are. But you need to let somebody go through what they need to go through. Because this is karma at work. The Five of Swords in the reverse. The Queen of Wands and the Eight of Cups. There is a departure here. Either way, you're headed towards peace. You're headed towards happiness. You're headed towards wish fulfillment. You're headed to the reality that the life that you have been building and dreaming for yourself is finally coming to fruition. You're finally going to start seeing the fruits of your labor here in the 3D. Just be very, very strong in this moment and don't forget who you are and what it is that you know. And do not overshare at this time because some people out there do not have the best intentions. And they will use that information against you. They're headed for heartache and they're headed for betrayal. You are being given this opportunity. And it's probably being taken away from them because pages are messengers. And like I said, we had that Six of Pentacles in the reverse earlier. Something's being taken away from somebody that didn't deserve it. They didn't deserve the generosity. And maybe somebody here has been abusing other people's generosities. I feel like there's a lot of people mixed in here. The Tower. The crumbling of a false foundation here. They didn't use the right bricks. They didn't lay the bricks properly. They rushed it. And you didn't, because you were with the Knight of Pentacles. It's like they were so quick to try to get to a place that they knew that you wanted to be in. It's like, you know what, I'm gonna get there first. Like, okay. So they're not even doing what it is that they want to do because they're not driven by their passion. Wow, when I split that, it literally said official person. Universe, please give my collective an affirmation for this 8-8 portal. We have wonder. It's a wonderful thing to be in a state of wonder, and when I'm a good audience to my life becomes better and better theater. When something delightful happens, I can shout encore and be tickled when it happens again. When something maddening happens, I can laugh it off. Either way, I'm glad I got a ticket to the show. Enjoy the show. See, somebody cannot take your wonder away from you anymore. They can't poke you like how they used to. Universe. What is some advice for the collective for this 8-8 portal? Advice for the collective, please, for this 8-8 portal. Oh, we got 3 of them. And you know what? Because I am going to read all of them because I believe in being authentic. We have concentration, joy, and blessings. 9, 47, and 44. I'm just going to put them in numerical order because my OCD will kick in. So let's start with number 9, concentration. Utilize the tools, resources, and skills that are available to you. Ganesha will support you with inspired ways to solve problems. You can benefit from inventive forces if you can maintain your power and work with awareness and focus. Act consciously with the understanding that applied effort will get you what you want. Know what you are doing and why you are doing it. You need to be focused on a single objective or purpose at this time. You are asked to channel all of your energy, tools, and wherewithal toward this one goal. Commit to the task and eliminate distractions that will take your attention away from what you are trying to realize. Take time to do research, other avenues, or possible solutions. Keep a practical approach and work at a steady pace. Remain as objective as possible. Consider how you can better interact with the people in your life. It is important to remember to treat others the way you would like to be treated. And I feel like that has not been reciprocated. We have 44 blessings. Sorry, I was just taking a sip of coffee. You are divinely protected. Ganesha asks you to consider what exactly it is that you want at this time. He asserts that your desires are within your reach. The universe is conspiring to help you achieve your aspirations. Since the universe is in harmony with your desires, the how will transpire effortlessly. Ganesha is bestowing on you blessings of luck, love, and new prospects. Be very clear about your intentions at this time. Once you have identified what you desire, Ganesha will work to clear the obstacles and amp up your blessings. Withstand the temptation to succumb to self-indulgence. You are in an excellent affluence phase. This period will not last forever, so be sure to take advantage of it, and act when opportunities arise. Resolve with triumph. The principle of averages works in your favor now. The more you perpetuate that something that you want, the more likely you are to receive that very thing, even if it feels impossible. These manifestation possibilities are endless in range in subject matter, from love to money to success to happiness. Ganesha teaches that your blessings are continuous. The realization of the blessing may not be immediately apparent. Trust that happiness and blessings are always being showered on you. What is going on in your life at this moment is external and beyond your control. True happiness and blessings lie within you, in your heart and in your soul. And we have 47, joy. Joy is a state of the heart and soul. Joy happens when the heart and soul unite. This union is to achieve expansion for a greater good related to your divine path. Joy can create in you a sense of contentment, acceptance, and serenity. Even when your life is in flux, you feel a deep knowing that whatever might happen will be for the highest good for all involved. When you have this knowledge in you, it brings spiritual determination. Even through difficult circumstances, such as those that you may currently be undergoing, you will ultimately find your happiness. Through this card, Ganesha acknowledges your stress and exhaustion as you work to adapt to new patterns of behavior and release your old stories. You may not be happy right now, but you can experience joy in knowing that striving through a difficult situation is important. You are urged to realize that you came into this lifetime to undergo certain experiences and to learn very specific life lessons. Be honest with yourself. Allow yourself your feelings and emotions. Remember that if your heart is feeling wounded and its healing is taking place, you are likely grappling with deep feelings and sentiments that even have been repressed in you for lifetimes. Share your thoughts, feelings, emotions, and anxieties with those who can support you at this time. Joy will be the final outcome. Your energy and your inner light are shifting to reveal your life's grand plan. In this card, Ganesha holds garlands made of aruku flowers, which have the ability to eliminate negative energy from the body and mind of a person. In your mind's eye, make an offering of garlands made of aruku flowers to Ganesha. In exchange, Ganesha blesses you with good health and freedom from ailments. Alrighty, y'all, that is what I have for you guys. This reading is a lot longer than what I normally do, but it needed to come out, and it came out. Yeah. So I'm sending you all lots of love and lots of light on this special 8/8 portal. And I will see y'all next time. Ciao.